What is up, guys? Today is day number 51. We are on the cusp of 2000. We are on the cusp of greatness. It's time to go. Let's get things going. The bird has got to soar. We got to get moving. We got to get moving and we got to get going. Because it's time to go. F4, is this going to be a bird abort? Okay, no bird abort. We're going that way. Bishop takes d6. The bro is playing the... Knight f6 is a little weird. Knight f6, you got to play g3. Yeah, this is the most dangerous part of the fronts. Okay, d3 here, h4. All right, I'll take that way. Thank you very much. And the idea is here, knight g4, we play knight c3. They take on h2. Things get a little wild, but we just play bishop g5 with no issues, pretty much. Rook takes h4. That should not work. We have bishop g5 here. He's just gotten caught in the birdhouse, and it's time to go. Maybe he could try bishop e7. I think after bishop e7, the best move is queen d2. I've gotten this position before, believe it or not. Yeah, queen d2 holds everything together. Queen d2 holds everything in place. We're still up a pawn. No issues. Bishop e7, I think I could also take. Queen takes and then play knight d5. Because queen d8, we have knight takes c7, queen takes c7, and then knight takes h4. Then he plays knight e3. That's really getting wild. All I know is it's time to go. We got to get things moving. We got to get things moving and get things going. Am I right? Let me adjust the camera. I am so far ahead of schedule with these speedruns now. I haven't even released day number 44. I'm going to release day 44 tomorrow. And yeah, this will be released sometime in the next several weeks, I guess. All right. Yeah, bishop e7. From what I remember, bishop e7, and yeah, we have to play queen d2 here. We could also take and then play queen d2. Takes, and then queen d2. Very good position here. Just watch out for this trick, though. Knight e3, do not take here, because you're going to get mated. But after knight e3, what is the best move? Something like knight d1. Very interesting stuff. If they take, then you can take the rook. They don't have mate any longer. All right, let's get another game. Hey, we broke 2000! Guys, everyone, pat yourselves on the back. Pat yourselves on both sides. Clap for yourselves. We did it. I want everyone who's watching this video to take a bow, because you guys, we all did an amazing job. Look at that. We're 2000 with the bird. Playing bishop e7. What is this? This is like some Petrosian system nonsense. Petrosian system nonsense that I should have respected more, because I'm getting tossed in the birdhouse. Let's play d5. This is going to be turning into a very weird version of the French defense. This is a French defense where my opponent has gotten the favorable cd, ed, but he's wasted a really critical move on a3. So I would assume black has to be fine here. Black has got to be fine. Let's play c5. Just counter his center immediately. If takes, we'll take with the bishop. Could we play knight c6 here? Also could try queen a5. Yeah, what is going to be the plan here? Bishop g4 actually looks the best. Look at that. Lots of pressure. His center is, looks like his center is imploding, honestly. It's really time to go. He better get moving. I went to a Mexican restaurant today and I had an enormous amount of nachos. I really was dumping the hot sauce on, so I know at some point I'm going to have to use the John. I'm hoping the my stomach's revenge is gonna come far after this video has ended. And I think it will, honestly. I think I got a good 4 hours. I'm gonna have a sleepless night for sure, though. I don't know why I do this to myself. Every time I go to a Mexican restaurant, I love hot sauce so much. But it's just not made for my body, though, at the same time. Okay, so what do we have here? We got a lot of different ideas. I could take... Actually, yeah, taking looks best. How are they going to respond to that? If they take with the knight... If they take with the knight, then this pawn is going to be weak here. I could take and maybe win this pawn. Yeah, if takes, we're going to trade here, and then I can pick up this pawn. I can pick up the candy on e5. It's time to go. Bishop takes, meanwhile, well, bishop takes, I can always take the bishop here if I want, and that has to be at least okay. But I would assume after bishop takes d4, is there anything better? Is there really nothing better there? Bishop takes d4, I guess I could just play queen d7 and I keep the position nice and tense. I keep all the options in the air. That's a very difficult position for white to play. Yeah, there was a brief episode where, like, I was losing several games because I was not focused. I was trying to fast. I pretty much just gave up on the fast because, like, I realized I have to work. I have to work out. So yeah, queen d7 is what I wanted to play here. I'm just keeping everything, keeping everything in balance here. I have a slight weakness on d5, but e5 is also a bit of a target. And most importantly, his bishop is very loose here. Bishop is loosey-goosey. All right, so here what am I going to do? If I take... Sort of improving his position then. Maybe just bishop e6? Could I take on d4? If I take on d4, what is the plan for him there? I could definitely take and be okay, but I want to be better. I want to be better when I take. I don't want to be equal. We could take, queen takes. Is there anything there? Not really. I guess I could play bishop e6. This is just a very strange position here. Bishop e6, I don't like bishop d3 so much. But I guess bishop d3, then I can take knight takes, and then I'm slightly better there. Okay, I'm going to go for this. I don't really know what's happening, but it looks like at least black is equal. Looks like black is at least equal here. Very, very dynamic position. Very equilibrated. Is that the word? Calibrated. Very equilibristic, if that's a word. I don't think that's a word, honestly. All right, I guess he's going for takes. That really shouldn't be anything, though, because if he takes here, we take, queen takes, and I play bishop d5, and I take on f3, and the bishop is going to be dropping. I don't need to worry about that yet. Now, should I play rook c8 or rook d8? Which of these is more important? I feel like rook d8 sort of gives my idea away. I could also even throw bishop f5 in, and that would be good. But I like the idea of rook c8, because the whole thing is up until now, takes, queen takes. Oh, well, actually, wait. Takes? No, he's going to take with the knight, now I'm realizing, because takes, queen takes, I have bishop c5, and that looks good. He's going to take with the knight, then he's going to be playing f4, f5. I probably shouldn't chop on d4 so soon. But how are we going to play this, then? I could just play rook c8. I mean, rook c8, that keeps all the tension. Do they have any useful moves to do there? I like rook c8 a lot because what I'm threatening to do then is I'm threatening to take, he takes back with whatever, and then I take and I ruin his structure, on the queen side at least. And then that might be able to give me something to play with later on, with like a weakness on the c file. Yeah, I don't know. This is a very interesting position. It's a mind-boggling position. A mind-boggling and a mind-bending. Not mind-bending. Not a mind-Bentley. We're not talking about cars here. All right, rook d1, can I take? If we take, queen takes, bishop c5 looks fantastic now. Takes, has to take with a knight. We take, takes the pawn. That's tricky. It's very tricky. I mean, can I play bishop f5 here? Could bishop f5 be the idea? Bishop f5, he plays queen b5. I take on d4. What is going on in that position? I don't think that's good for me. He's going to take with the knight, and eventually he's hitting my bishop here, which is loose. What is the plan here, though, in the meantime? I mean, okay, I take, knight takes. Is there any other move I have in that position? I don't want to cash out. I don't want to cash out, but maybe I have to cash out. Maybe it's cashing time. Maybe it's cashing time at the casino, and I'm all out of chips. All right, one line that I'm looking at is bishop f5. He plays queen b5. I play a6, because if he takes, then I can take on c3. No, he takes with the bishop there. Everything stays defended. Yeah, this is a very complicated position. I mean, can I play knight a5? Knight a5 looks very interesting. I'm threatening to get into these squares. Knight a5, if he takes, I take. Queen takes, I play knight b3, rook b1. No, then I play bishop f5, I get him. I got him there. I guess that works. I mean, knight a5, am I missing anything though? Can he just take on a7? If he takes on a7, I play knight b3. I don't know what's going on in this position, honestly. This is a complete mess. Knight a5, bishop takes a7, knight b3, he takes on a4. I take back. Takes. Am I down material or up material there? I don't know. And I'm honestly lost as to what's going on here. I could definitely play rook d8 though. Actually, yeah, let me just keep the pressure cooker simmering because takes, queen takes, bishop d5. We're gonna take and win this bishop here. Bruv is playing very well. Mr. Darth Vader. Sorry, Zedal Cater, not Darth Vader. Rook c1. Okay, rook c1. Well, now can we play bishop f5? Bishop f5 now or knight c5? What is the better option? I gotta hurry up, honestly. I can't be taking this long. Could I play knight g5? I really like knight g5, actually. Look at that. We're trading this knight off and we're trying to get this bishop active. Let's go for it. I don't know how this is gonna shake out, but I assume it's good. I mean, the whole rationale here is the knight is actually really disharmoniously placed here. I should not be trading off my knight for this one on c3. Instead, I should be trading it for the one on f3. The one on f3 keeps his control over d4 and e5 together. Maybe this guy is cheating, honestly. I think he's playing a very good game at the moment. Like, this is a masterclass in chess and in life, I would argue. It's a masterclass in life, 100%. Can I play bishop f5 here? Bishop f5, he just plays queen d1. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. He's just surviving everything. Takes, bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. We play bishop c5. Okay, I have to be doing well there. I'm just gonna go for that. Let's play rook c4. He could take on a7. I'll play bishop c5. This is just getting to be a mess. This is an unmitigated mess. It's pure unadulterated trash. Queen takes a7. We'll play d4. This is just going to be wild. Just completely insane position here. I don't know what's happening, honestly. I really don't know what's happening. If I knew, I probably wouldn't tell you either. This is an astounding position. Very, very interesting game so far. All right, bishop c5, he just plays queen a5. I haven't really done anything. Let's start with d4, knight e4. All right, I'll play bishop c5 here. We're going for all the glory. He plays queen a5, I'm gonna play rook c8. And so the idea here is that if b3, I think I have b6, queen b5, I'm gonna trade and then take on f2, and there's gonna be some trick here. This is a mind-blowing position. It's a mind-blowing position. Maybe he could play rook d1 though. I think I'm gonna report him to chess.com, honestly. He's playing extremely well. For a man whose name is Zedal Cater. For a man whose name is Zedal Cater, I'm just a little bit suspicious. My Vlad senses are tingling. Time to get Big Vlad on line 1. Actually, wait, I can just take here. I think I'm gonna be playing for mate if I just take. Yeah, actually that is the way to go. If I just, this move was still very good. Look at that. This move was fantastic because otherwise my rook would be hanging here. If he doesn't do anything, I take, queen takes. My bishop is shining bright like a diamond. My rook is about to shift over to h4. That should be the end of the game. Okay, b4. Can I take on no, taking on h3 doesn't do anything yet. I could play b6. What is he gonna do here? Queen a6? That doesn't look good. b6, queen b5. I gotta hurry up, honestly. He's definitely getting me on the clock. b6, queen a6. We play bishop d4, knight e2. I guess I'll just take the pawn. All right, I'm hoping for queen b5. Queen b5 would be a nice way to end the game. Because queen b5, I just trade and take on f2, and I should be winning. Bro can try queen a6, but the idea, queen a6, I move my bishop out of the way. He plays, yeah, that's getting tricky. That's getting very tricky, but I think bishop d4, bishop takes e5, I should be better. This is an astounding position, honestly. It's legitimately astounding. Queen b5, okay, there we see it. Takes, thank you very much. Let's start by taking this one first. Gonna take on f2 next. Yeah, I only barely, like, by the skin of my teeth, I got out of this one. I really want to analyze this with the computer. This was masterful stuff. Masterful technique right here. By me, to be clear. But also by him, honestly. He played a great game. He played a great game. Let's play rook a1. Let's get this pawn here. Knight b5, we'll play bishop d7, just poke the knight away and finally start picking up the goodies. Gotta start picking up the goodies. Really interesting line here. Knight d4, rook takes a3, bishop takes d5, rook a4, knight c2. Okay, well, knight c3, we're just gonna play d4. I'm gonna continue pushing it along. It's time to go. Did he get the memo or not? We gotta get moving. It's time to go, pal. Knight d5. All right, I'm just gonna keep on throwing my pawn forward. I mean, maybe wait. So how are we gonna do this though? How are we gonna do this? Could I play bishop c6 here? Bishop c6, knight takes b6, takes d3. No, that doesn't really work. The simplest is just, let's just take here. He's gonna take on b6, I'll play bishop e6. Maybe let's throw in a check first actually to ask him some questions. It's always good to ask them some questions. Yeah, king goes farther away now, which makes it a lot easier. This pawn is gonna run extremely fast. We gotta get moving. It's time to go. Yeah, these episodes are gonna take so long from here on out. This is really the hard part of the speedrun. All right, we'll play d3 here. Pawn is coming to d2. It's time to go.
Fantastically.
Time to go!
Match of the day. Why you? No, don't.
It's time to go!
b5, d2, b6. We take, and then we make a queen. Knight c3. All right, I'll play rook a3 here, shining bright like a diamond. I've been using that expression all the time here. I'm probably gonna get sick of it pretty soon. But like the whole point though is I am attacking this and I'm shining through at these things, and the purpose of these comments is that sooner or later when I push this pawn, something here is gonna be pinned. Something here is gonna be in the wrong position. Yeah, already he has enormous issues. Pretty much if king f2, I take, knight d2. So knight d2, let's play rook a2. Yeah, let me just attack the knight. I do not want to give him time to stabilize. Of course, I'm pretty much winning no matter what happens, but if I give him time to stabilize, that would make my job a lot harder. It would definitely be best if we just do not allow him to consolidate here. With that in mind, I think if bishop f3, I'll just... So here, let's keep his king out with rook e2. Can he try bishop c4? He could try bishop c4. Bishop c4, things are going to an endgame. Things are going to an endgame. This should be completely winning though, actually, just to be clear though. Let's start by playing rook d5. I want to get my rook on b4. Why did I allow the king in? Yeah, that was really silly of me. All right, how am I gonna do this? He should play b5 here. I'll play rook d6. Bishop e4. This is getting very tricky. But no, so king e4, I have time for king f8. If I can just get my rook to b4, this should be an easy win. I'm going to be keeping everything out. King e7, bishop d5. I'll start throwing my pawns up the board. Sooner or later, I do have a passed pawn on the side of the board. And that is going to become more and more significant as time moves on. Let's put the rook on b2. Rook is slowly coming around. He cannot play king d5. Yeah, we got to be a bit careful. If he runs for this, I need to be ready to take all these pawns and then bring my rook back in time to sacrifice. Let's play rook b2 here. King d5. Okay, king d4. Man, this man is playing like a bag of tricks, if I'm being serious. And I'm not talking about the cereal. He wants to kick my rook off of this b file. He's going to have everything covered. Luckily for me, my king is going to be able to catch everything. Let's play rook h2 now. It's time to go. It's time to pack things up, pal. Head on out. Show's over, folks. And by show's over, I mean I still have to solve several problems. And it's time to go.
It's time to go!
Bishop f1, let's just play king c5 here. Hold this pawn under arrest. We're just going to play rook f2 or rook h1 next. Rook h1 asks the bishop some really serious questions. Bishop is wearing the pants here, covering things on two different diagonals. Okay, actually rook f2 is even simpler. Bishop d3 will play rook f3 and start picking up some pawns. Rook f3. And take on h3. Nice. Yeah, he's going to start losing several pawns here. Rook g3. Picking up more stuff. We're going straight to the bank. Let's play king d4 here. I could play rook b3 if he plays b6. All right, I'm picking up this pawn too. It's really important to wait till he moves to a dark square, wait till he moves opposite the color, because now he's not going to be able to defend in time. He doesn't have time to play something like bishop a6 and b7, obviously. All right, perfect. It's time to go. I'm not sure if he got the memo, but it's time to go. Yeah, this is a resignable position now at this point. All right, let's play rook f6. Just pushing the bishop back. It's time to go, sir. Throwing a check. There are several wins here. Of course, I could just take the bishop with my rook. That would be enough. I thought that he would do something like this. This is going to be even simpler. I'm just going to put the rook on f1. I can pre-move this. This is a cool situation. Yeah. Nice. All right, nice. I'm very interested in the game. I think he played a perfect game. Can we look at the game review? He played a perfect game up until like move 20 or something. Yeah, he was keeping everything close. Rook fd8. Yeah, I was very unsure about this position. Knight g5 is best. I'm so proud of that move. These are the hard moves to find. But the idea is that this knight is just stabilizing his entire position here. I'm very proud of that. You know, I've retired from professional chess, but every now and then if I find a nice move, I'll be very happy with it. Nice, we got 91.1. Nothing to complain about there. Nothing to complain about. It's time to go. All right, 2013. Let me get at least a game or two in. Is that... What flag is that? That's some Southeast Asian flag. But is it Laos? Is it Cambodia? It's not Thailand. I know what Thailand's looks like. It's not Thailand. It's also not Vietnam's. It's either Laos, Cambodia, or Myanmar. But which would it be? Which is it? It's the big question. I'm going to bet... I'll bet it's Laos. Let's see what happens. Oh. That's so frustrating. All right, this guy's playing the clown gambit. We got another clown in the arena. Let's play a4, no b5. b5 is the only way to make sense of these pawns here. Put the bishop on c4. We're just going to be playing for mate. d3. All right, d3 castles. Bruv is in a lot of trouble. Bruv is in a lot of trouble, and it's time to go. Let's put the bishop back on a2. Gonna castle here, throw in f5, knight g5, end of the game. These positions look like normal anti-Sicilians that normally are pretty harmless against black. But the huge difference here is that we have a pawn on f4, meaning we can really quickly open things up with f5. This is like a supercharged Grand Prix attack. We gotta move. We gotta move and we gotta go. Okay, I guess he's gonna play d5. d5, I'll just throw in f5. All right, he's doing that. Let's play f5 here. Let's see what he's on about. If he castles here, I think e5, knight d5, f6 is already the end of the game. There are a lot of positions like this in my course where you go for that sacrifice and it's just winning. So he goes there. But now if we play e5, we could take. But if we take, actually, you know, he's going to play d5. That's fine for him. I like e5 way more. His structure is a complete mess now. Knight g4, we're playing h3, knight h6, and I'm just going to chop. Chop, chop, chop. Yeah, Mana's in a lot of trouble here. That structure would be hideous. For our viewers' sake and my own eyes' sake, I hope he does. Okay, I guess he's going to go for it. He's going to really regret it, though. That's a hideous structure, buddy. Oh, that's what he's doing. That's what the guy is up to. Look at that. That's a crafty move. I mean, okay, he probably should be losing here because he's just given up one of his best pieces. But all the same, it was a good idea. Okay, here I take, I'm hitting this, I'm hitting this. That should be the end of the game. Queen d5 would also be strong, but I can always implant a knight there later. The big problem with his position here is he's pushed the c-pawn too far, and also he doesn't have an e-pawn. d5 is going to be an enormous weakness. Like, even if I wasn't able to take a pawn here, I would assume this would be close to equal. As it stands, I think he should just be dead lost. Bishop f6, I'll play knight e4. End of the game is coming around. Mark my words. Mark my words, it's time to go. What are we going to do? So we could take, and bishop f7. Does that work? No, it doesn't really work. It's very close to working, actually, but it doesn't work. We could play knight e4. Knight e4 castles, we have bishop h6, which looks fantastic. Knight e4 castles, we have bishop h6, but then he plays rook e8. He actually gets out. Bro squeaks out of the problems. Can we play bishop g5 here? Takes, queen takes looks good. Man, this is a real toss-up. I mean, I have so many different positions. Of course, if knight e4 castles and I take on f6, that should be a much better endgame. That should actually be a close to winning endgame, so I shouldn't even be complaining about that. But as all of you know, I want to win with style. I want to win with grace, and I want to lose with dignity. We could play bishop f4, knight c6. I guess I just improved his piece, though, for no reason. Yeah, that wouldn't make much sense. All right, let's just play, knight e4. Castles, maybe I have knight g5. Oh, this is so tricky. Look at this. Castles, knight g5. If g6, I can win this piece. If castles, knight g5 takes, I take with the bishop. I think that's also very good. d6, okay, but now he has to be losing. There's simply too much here. It's simply too little too late here. Can we play bishop g5 now? Bishop g5 takes, we take on f7. He cannot take back on account of mate. King e7, we have queen e6. I think that's winning. Let's go for it. Bishop g5. Should be the end of the game. There's just way too much pressure here. Look at this. I have great piece, great piece, great piece, great piece, great piece. He literally has two pieces trying to hold everything back. There is no way this is going to work. And I'm realizing now that this is a lot of blue. So mark your calendars. This is a whole ton of blue. What was that movie about those people on the ocean with Jessica Alba? Into the Blue. Yeah, this is like that movie. This is Into the Blue. A really crappy movie. I was watching it when I was in middle school just because I was really bored, and it was on, I think it was on HBO. It was on HBO or Showtime, but yeah, back in the day I just had nothing to spend my afternoons doing, so I would just watch movies on HBO. That movie was really uneventful, honestly. I would give it like a 1 out of 5 stars. Like, back in the day, back when I was a teenager, it did not take much to, it really did not take much to impress me because, you know, I was just so new to the world. I famously, or not famously, what am I even talking about? I memorably like a lot of really crappy movies, or movies that have been rated very, very cheesily by other film critics. But alas, yeah, that movie was completely immemorable. All right, we're going to throw in a check, king f8. And yeah, I think it's time to go. Oh, well, this actually, wait, where is the win here? Where is the win in this position? This is a very interesting position. Look at this. His knight is defending everything still. This is not that simple. This is not that simple whatsoever. Okay, if I move my bishop out of the way, he blocks with the bishop. We take, he takes, I take, he plays king g7. I would assume that's winning, but that's not simple. Why did I go for this? Oh, wait, what am I talking about? We can just take here first, because takes, then when his queen takes, then we make a check, and yeah, he's just lost then. Simple chess. The whole difference here is rather than his bishop being on f6, we do not have to trade here and give his king the alcove on g7. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. That was my 6th grade year, between 2004 and 2005. Where is the checkmate? Let's just start with the check. Queen is going to have to block. We can take, king g8. There must be a win there. Yeah, we have queen g5, king f8, and rook f1, among other things. It's seriously time to go. I think rook f1 is actually the simplest, because queen g5, he would have knight g6, but rook f1, knight c6, where's the win here? Bishop f7. Yeah, bishop f7, king f8, we're going to just pick up more material. Dude is hanging on for dear life. It's time to go, though. These people are fighting much, much better. Like, the people at the rating of 2000 are fighting on so much more valiantly and with so much greater resistance than anything we've seen prior. All right, that's mate. Nice, 2022. We've made it another 25 points. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye then.